Mishnah Hay, Hamakabel Sada Mechaver Velo Asa. So somebody who agreed to take on doing sharecropping for a percentage from his friend, that he's going to do the field and they'll split it third, a half, quarter, whatever it is, and each get half the produce. But it didn't really produce so well. The field was a lousy yield. So question is now, the sharecropper, is it worth his time and trouble to go, take what's in the field? Let him go work other fields, or let him go do other things. They'll go and get a minimum wage job at the soda shack or something, rather than spend all his time out there trying to drag out a little bit of grain from this lousy field. Im yesh ba kadei lahamid kri. So the Mishnah says, if there's enough that you could pile up a pile, meaning when you're all done, you've got yourself at least a pile. An explanation is that it's 2 saws worth. So it's a pile's worth of grain from this field. It's about a 45th of what the field would normally bring in, so it's pretty lousy. Nonetheless, chayav latapel ba. He's required to get involved with it. Meaning they had a deal that they do a percentage and he would do it. So if it's that much, he has to get involved. Amar Rabbi Yehuda, ma kitzva bakri. So Rabbi Yehuda says, well, what is that? This measure of a kri, of a pile, of a heap? He says, what size is the field? Meaning it doesn't, according to him. What do you mean a pile? A pile? Well, it depends how big the field is, right? If the field is this big, of course you're not going to, if the field is acres and acres and acres and acres, so the shear should be larger. So he says, Ella im yeshba kadei nefila. He says it's enough to put back in basically what fell out. Meaning, if you have enough to put back what you put in, meaning the amount that was seeded, and you gain enough to be able to replant, so then that's the shear according to Rabbi Yehuda. And the halacha doesn't follow him, but according to Rabbi Yehuda, if it's enough to replant, then he's required to be involved and to give his. Assuming he doesn't get involved, he'd have to give the percentage that he was supposed to give. But if it's any less than that, according to Rabbi Yehuda, then he does not have to.